I don't know anything about gardening, I'm the first to admit. So when I bought this house with a huge garden, I was a bit flummoxed, I don't mind saying. Now near here we have a very good garden centre with an absolutely delightful young man who's very helpful. He has rippling muscles and long hair in a ponytail, thick and shiny and absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I'm getting a bit carried away, aren't I? Anyway, I asked his advice about hollyhocks and such like, and he said on his day off he did private gardening and would I like him to come and do mine. So we arranged for him to come in a fortnight's time. He turned up at 8 o'clock in the morning, t-shirt, shorts, huge boots. And I remember thinking, he looks about 9 years old, just a little lad. He had drawn up 3 plans for my garden, and I chose a combination of 1 and 2, and he started work. I asked him would he like a coffee, and he said no, he only drank boiled water, and could he have it at 10, 2 and 5. At first I thought I'd made a mistake. Everything was in such a mess. Mud everywhere. I'd got the boiled water down to a fine art. And whereas before he'd had his sandwiches and boiled water in his van, now we sat in a shady part of the garden and had our lunch together. Before he came, I always had a sherry at midday. And now I have boiled water too, and I've noticed a distinct difference in my skin. My face sort of glows. And he's taught me some of the names of the plants. I'm absolutely hooked on gardening. No wonder there are so many gardening programs on the television. I've got my own gardening guru, I thought. I'm lucky. Then one morning he didn't turn up. I felt empty, lost. Oh, pull yourself together, I said to myself. You're behaving like a lovesick teenager. And I worked in the garden, I made my sandwiches, the boiled water. And when the light was beginning to fade, I watched the sunset, as we had done many times, with tears running down my face, furious with myself for depending on this horticultural hunk. And I felt a chill. I thought, oh, I must go in. And then I was aware he was standing behind me. Oh, I said, you gave me such a fright. Where have you been? And then he told me that he and his girlfriend had had a row. Things hadn't been very good between them lately. And he kept talking about me, so she'd thrown him out. So I thought, as I looked at that absolutely gorgeous man silhouetted against the fading light, that's my man of the soil. But I said, I'll go and put the kettle on.